Commissioner, colleagues. Microphone for the speaker, please.
Okay. Frau Minister.
Minister, Commissioner, colleagues. The stock markets are booming. The yields on bonds for the peripheral countries are falling. It seems that things are moving in the right direction. But I don't think that we should be deceived by that. It's just a pause to gather our breath. The ECB has interpreted its mandate in the broadest possible terms, and I think that we have to understand that a lot of banks remain very fragile. We've seen a renationalization over the last few years of the financial services market, but there are banking groups that are active internationally, and they're not moving capital from one country to another where it might be the capital might be more urgently needed. In the European Parliament, we made a proposal a few years ago for setting up a European supervisory authority. We said that it should cover all of the 27 countries. It shouldn't be just for the Eurozone. We wanted it to be close to the ECB, but not actually part of it. We wanted to ensure that there was no conflict of interests between monetary policy and bank supervision. Well, we have taken steps in the right direction. It's not optimal, but it's good. And I think it's comparable in its significance to the setting up of the Eurozone or the accession of countries to the Eurozone. This supervisory system is supposed to break the link between weak banks and weak national finances. We're trying to ensure that banking groups can transfer capital to the countries where it's most urgently needed, and we're trying to ensure that banks have sufficient capital buffers without threatening to draw on the pockets of taxpayers. We need to ensure that the scope of action for this single supervisor is very limited. We would prefer the banking supervisor to decide exactly which institutions they supervise, rather than having a list of 100-odd banks. We also think that there should be voluntary participation of countries which are not in the Eurozone. We have actually managed to ensure that they have the same rights and responsibilities. But these members that are not part of the Eurozone have the right to leave again after just 3 years. And also the non-Eurozone countries have the possibility to exert a veto in the ECB. Now, the ECB has thought carefully about how to avoid a conflict of interest. I think that one of the organizational prerequisites for separating monetary policy and bank supervision is moving in the right direction. However, I think that a lot of the other measures have been rather half-hearted. We need to be careful to ensure that what Gianni Pittella suggested doesn't end up happening, that we might find that the independence of the ECB on monetary policy is undermined through the back door. Thank you very much.
Blue card.
Mr. Klinz, do you accept a blue card from Mr. Schmidt?
Bien volontiers.
I certainly would.
Tack så mycket.
Thanks very much.
Madam President.